going to be doing today is dissecting a BLS med bag that I made. I have it set for my car in any situation. Say I roll up onto an accident, I can help out, or say my family needs any medical equipment, I can use it on them. I mainly have it for hiking and for vehicle accidents, all that kind of stuff. I've already used it before and I have it set up to the way how I like it. But obviously you can make these bags in whatever way you want. The bag that I personally use is the Blackhawk STOMP 2 med bag. Only reason why I got it in ACU is because it was 150 bucks on eBay. It was relatively cheap for my budget limit. I honestly don't have 500 bucks to get OD green or multicam or complete freaking black bag. As badass as that would be, I had to stick with ACU. So sorry to all you guys who don't like ACU, but you're gonna have to stick with me today. But I have this thing set up primarily as a BLS bag. So BLS stands for Basic Life Support, and it's basically set up for me as a trauma bag, if you guys want to call it that. Any of my viewers that are in the military, you guys know what a trauma bag is, or at least an IFAC. We'll dissect those later in the future. But this one's more of like a trauma medic would carry on them in case something would happen. And I got it set up basically to I have it set up so I can treat basically a patient for about a few hours at least in the trauma scenario. I used to have this thing set up as an ALS bag, but I have another bag that got through 511 that I made that one in an ALS bag, so that's going to be in my car later on too, and I'll make a video on that later in the future. But anyway, let's get down to business. We're going to start tearing this thing apart. Alright guys, so back to getting this bag out. We have two main compartments in this bag. This bag has 6 pressure or compression straps. They all have buckles on them. Blackhawk obviously has a reputation with their zippers and their buckles for making a quality bag. You got a nice little piece of Velcro on the front. You can put your name patch on or any stickers or morale patches you want. And also you could put a ID card in here just to say, okay, this is your bag, or whatever you guys want to put in there that you guys want to identify yourselves with. But my main top compartment, I have more of shit hits the fan, I need to get a lot of bleeding control, put that stuff in the front, and it's relatively easy to get. I like having my zippers always at the top, so like say I go on a call at 2 in the morning, I don't have to funnel my bag and try to find some zippers to open it up. So obviously this bag is also jumpable too. You got straps on the sides to hook it up to. Military likes to use the London Bridge bags. I know some guys are switching over to Blackhawk just because of their it's newer technology too. I know it's based off the London Bridge bags, but a lot of the guys prefer to have the newer quality stuff and just keep updating it. So obviously in here I just got basic, just Curl-X. Got 3 tourniquets, 2 cats, 1 softie, hand sanitizer just for cleaning my hands off, anything like that. Cotton Q-tip swabs that are basically designed like I could clean a wound, I could sterilize a wound on the outside. They're all sterile. 2 large rolls of rolled gauze, and also got basic suture set and hemostats, clamps, and all that kind of stuff. So this is the main bleeding control I'm going to be going to. And here obviously I got different, I got more stuff. I got non-sterile gauze for cleaning up wound site, or not wound sites, but cleaning up areas. Then also I got right over here, I got more Meplex borders to keep the wound nice and moist, so that gauze doesn't stick to it, just to keep it sterile. And then also over here I got cover sites. They're kind of like Tegaderm, but they have a like a cotton kind of not cotton, I'd say gauze with a Tegaderm kind of a feel to it. That basically just acts like a Meplex border, but it doesn't have any gel on it. Then over here in the first small pouch, I got more burn treatment. I got Medi Honey, just pads in there. A little bit of Band-Aids. I got a lot of petroleum dressings, and I also got Medi Honey in a squeeze tube that you can put on a wound. You don't have to worry about tearing open your gauze. And then for a trauma bag, it's kind of essential to have these, but get yourself some triage cards. Obviously, if you're a civilian, you're not going to be using these a lot. Most likely, you would never have to use them, but I have them in here because I work with the fire department. So in case I need to use it. I could triage people on an accident scene or fire ground or something like that. And they're kind of self-explanatory. Obviously, black, you're dead, morgue. Red, immediate. So somebody's really screwed up, they need to get to the hospital fast. If they're red, they're going first. Yellow is delayed, so they're injured, but they can wait. And then minor, which is green, we call them walking wounded. If they can walk off the site and they're injured, they're walking wounded no matter what. And then we'll do a reassessment after about 10-15 minutes later. We'll put another triage tag on them and see how their injury, did it progress, or did it get mitigated by any treatment we gave them on scene. So it's kind of what we have there. And also, I try to run this bag pretty light too, because well, like on some vehicle accidents out here, we got a lot of hills and we have a lot of you want to call it wildland urban interface areas. So you're gonna be hiking through hills too. So I try keeping this bag down under 15 pounds, because if it's over 15 pounds, you tend to start wheezing and huffing and puffing as you're hiking uphill, and you haven't even gotten to the patient yet. Especially with a lot of bike riders we got over on the mountains up here. We get a lot of accidents for those, and the only way to get them out is by helicopter. So when we got to hike in, we got to carry all our gear with us. There's no way they're dropping it down there for us. So, all right, so back at it. We got in this pouch. We have my tension pneumo kit. So it's for tension pneumothorax when you get a sucking chest wound in your chest, or something happens where air is basically being vented into your chest and it's compressing on your lung, and you're not able to breathe. That's when we get a needle and we'll put it in the second intercostal space in the ribs, or in the chest, in the rib cage area in the second intercostal space, and we'll decompress the air, allowing the lung to reinflate, allowing the patient to breathe. My department issues me ACS seals. I personally don't like them. They work, don't get me wrong, but I prefer like a hyphen or a halo chest seal. Just because they have a bit of a stronger adhesive on them, and usually when a patient's when they have sucking chest wounds, they're definitely diaphoretic, they're perspirating a lot, or they got blood on the site, and obviously anything water based and adhesives usually don't mix together, they won't stick. So that's why I don't really like these a lot, but you know, I gotta deal with it. I also have a preset tension pneumo kit right here, so I don't gotta be digging through my bag finding all my equipment. I got it set right here. Just pull this bag out and I can start treating a patient without having to worry about anything. So that's basically the first compartment that I got up here. And then for the second compartment, what I basically have in that one is, if you want to call it, it's more like after I finish with this compartment, my second compartment is set up as I got more equipment in there to continue treating a patient after they're relatively stable. So I also got some bleeding control in here too. I got just suture kits in here. I got trauma pads, large ones, so if somebody gets fucked up pretty bad in a like shooting GSW kind of a call, or an accident scene, they have a broken tib fib, we can definitely splint them up. I always carry SAM splints. I don't go for the little SAM splints in the rolls. I don't really like those because they don't give me a lot of versatility. I go with the SAM splint XLs, mainly because no matter how big or small the person is, you can never have too much of one thing. It's better to have more than less. So it's kind of how I think of it. Obviously, if somebody's nauseous, I carry barf bags that they just pop right out like that, and they can start puking in it. They're just one-time use, so you can toss them away. And they fold down pretty compact too, so I don't got to worry about that, and they weigh practically nothing. And here, what I got mainly is just gauze pads, suture kits, suture removal kits. Yeah, just more like iPads. Somebody gets something like a foreign object in their eye, and we need to take them to the hospital, get it removed. We could cover that wound up, and don't have to worry about getting it contaminated. Over here, I carry 2 adult seat collars. I prefer the Ambus over the Lairdals, mainly because Layered all, like, they work well, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like the fact that they already have everything preset. Like, you can adjust it obviously, but it's just a little bit harder with the Amboos. You can flip the chin piece over, and then you always have 2 buttons that you can pull out and 2 little tabs you slide out, and now you can adjust it to somebody's size, push it in. With these, usually what you can do is you have the little pins on the side in, but the button's out. You can push this thing up and it'll click, but it won't go back down. So you just put it to the person's chest, right on the chest, push it up, it locks. All you gotta do now is just push the 2 buttons down, and then you can just start taking, wrapping the seat collar around their neck. So I prefer those over layer dolls. But you know, it also depends on people's budgets, what they can do, what you can afford. So got that in there. I got these ancient things in here, cardboard splints. So a lot of people don't really use these things anymore, but I see these things as versatile pieces of equipment because, come on, if somebody broke their arm but they really don't need a STOMP splint or anything ginormous, give them one of these things. This is basically paper, just it's worth nothing. And if you get these things for free, it's even better. So I got that there. Over in this pouch right here, I got just sterile gauze packs. So I'd use these things more for like a GSW if I got to pack the wound. There's a lot of gauze in here that's sterile that I can start packing the wound with and then covering it up, hoping that it'll coagulate. This is also all the stuff I get through the department. Like, if I'd be buying my own stuff, obviously I'd be getting Quick Clot or something like that, but I have to go with what my department gives me. And I gotta follow their rules. Obviously Ace bandages, Coflex. You can never go wrong with Coflex because you can also use it as a pressure bandage. Plus you can get in different colors too. I just get the stuff they issue me, so I don't really worry about it. Yeah, and then over here on this side, I just got more bleeding control. I just got more Curlex just wrapped up, all sterile, and then I got some non-sterile rolled gauze, just large rolls. But that I use basically if I run out of triangular bandages, or if I don't have a sling and I got to wrap somebody's arm up, or for God's sakes, you can even MacGyver it, make a tourniquet out of it with a stick. There's endless possibilities with gauze and Curlex, so don't be hesitated to try new things. If you guys don't have the money to try something, just MacGyver it. I carry super glue in my bag too. Super glue is non-toxic, at least the Loctite. That's what I carry, and you can close up a wound with that easily, because you know how fucking sticky that stuff is. So yeah, I use that stuff. My buddy busted his lip hiking once, and we had to use a super glue on him. And if we didn't use that super glue, his lip would have been screwed up with stitches, and he'd have a deformed lip for the next, 15-20 years of his life. So it's kind of what we have. This bag normally comes with like 2 inserts. One that has a red handle, one's a blue handle. Red handle's obviously for meds, blue handle's for airway. I took those out because I just wanted more room in here. I just wanted more ability to put stuff in the bag. Plus my ALS bag has all my meds and my airway stuff in it too. Because I really don't care. I don't really consider airway as a BLS practice. Especially in my county, our medical director doesn't really want EMTs doing more than just OPAs and NPAs. They won't even let us do king tubes. So I got it set up like that. And then medics, obviously, we can do any of the invasive procedures that all we learn in med school with. So that's the bag, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All this stuff you can honestly buy off of ChinookMedgear.com or AtlanticMedSupply.com. They have really decent prices and really good variety. They also sell kits too down there that are already pre-built, so you don't really have to worry about buying stuff individually. I just did it individually because that's how my department wants me to do it, and I get the stuff issued to me. But you know what? There's endless possibilities, guys. So as always, don't be scared, be prepared. We'll see you next time.